else is there? Are you kissing me already? Can you?
Need your phone?
Yeah, should have grabbed it.
Put it back where it was.
I did it while I'm doing paperwork, so. I know you want to yell at me. It's the only time you get to actually kind of try to yell at me. Okay. Come on, phone. Like, get it together. There we go. All right, buddy. Let's do this. Yeah, hi. Hi. So same thing. Mason brings in Sunny here every couple months. Short haircut. Some of these folks like their dogs just short, you know. And it is winter time. It's winter time. Sunny's kind of an anxious, happy-go-lucky. He really resembles his name. He's very sunny. But I usually don't do him live. He moves around a lot. In a happy way, but he does move. It makes it kind of like, kind of iffy. You know what I mean? See, and he's happy. You're happy? This is a havanese. And honestly, he doesn't calm down. He's extremely happy. But I usually don't do him live or something like that. And Dad, he's out in the car. Actually, Dad used to be an artist, and he used to rent about 200 square feet behind me, and he used to work here. This used to be his office. So I got to know Mason quite well. You know how you work somewhere and you're like, I would never let them groom my dog? Okay, completely opposite. I don't know that I'm going to try to keep this here, but if he keeps moving, I will move it. But every dog's different. I'm going to just try to keep him on this dog upstand to see if it'll help me. But if he's too wild, it's going to be one of those situations where you're like, okay, I need to just get that out of there. Because you don't want him jumping all over it and such and such. Now, the mini, I mean, if a dog was jumping on the mini, that wouldn't be so bad, I don't think. But he's too tall for the mini. But if he were to keep moving around too much, I would probably try the mini and see if that helps me. Because this is just a quick in and out kind of thing. I just want to use that dog upstand to kind of keep him up there so I can move quickly, more quick. In and out. Just get in and out of there and let him sit back down. So I've been doing this quite a while. When you start seeing tiny little lines here, these little lines, you can barely see them, but they're there. That is, for me, either my blade is kind of getting dull. It needs oil, maybe. It might be that I need to clean it, or I need to change my blade drive. And the blade drive is this piece right here that keeps the blade going back and forth. So I will likely change my blade drive today. And I want to say it's probably been a year since I changed this blade drive. That's how often I'm actually having to change it. So it's not something, if you're doing 1 or 2 dogs a day, that might not be what it is. You know what I'm saying? No. I want to show her how to do that. I want to show her myself how to do that. But she's about to bathe this dog anyway. Don't worry. Just give her something. Just have her finish dusting everything. I'm really picky about those face masks. But yes, that's on my mind. I'm gonna have her do it. I'm gonna show her how to do it. We're going to see, if it's the blade right here. We're using a number 10 right now, 10 all over. Yeah, it's definitely a blade drive. It's kind of got that little line on this blade too, so I know it's my blade drive. Mmm. Mmm. Sunny. Sunny. Boy, you are just cleaning me up, aren't you? Let's see. Go up and out. Up and out. Get in there while you can like that. Try not to touch your face. I mean, I try to use my tools and everything before I touch my face with my fingertips. David said, try not to move the camera too much. He said, you can go up a little bit, down a little bit. Just don't try to move it too much. And here you can just go slightly up right there. Just clear that out like that. Tonight we're going to do 4 guard as well. Very easy, fast. 4 guard is not a 4 blade. There's some of y'all, I know I'm replying to your emails, and I am very concerned if you're going to start your own business, but you don't know what a 4 guard is or how to put it on. I would tell you right there, please get training. I emailed the lady yesterday. I just want you to know it's very serious what you're doing, and you can easily injure a pet. If you don't know what a 4-guard is, a 10-blade, I don't know that you're ready to open a business. And that's not being mean. I'm just saying, be careful what you start trying to do. If you don't know what a 4-guard is, it kind of worries me. Okay. And I know I had already said that to her in an email, but I know there's many of you like that thinking the same thing. Dee Dee, I don't know how to clean my clippers, but I'm going to open a business. Okay. Dee Dee, I'm not really sure how to keep the dog still on the table, but I'm about to open up a grooming business. All those kinds of things are really scary to hear, especially in the light of so many different accidents happening out there with pets. If you're a pet owner and your groomer doesn't know how to use a 10-blade, are you going to be happy with that? Those of you who are pet owners, how do you feel about that? You know, if you don't have the right training, if you want to do it yourself and groom your own dog, that's one thing. If you want to take it to a level and have an income and you're working with other pets that could act a whole different way, you need to know how to work with that pet if something happens. You know, you need to know what to do. You need to be protected. And you need to know how not to get that dog injured, like truly injured, okay? There are going to be situations that come up that are like, oh my gosh, I never knew that could happen. You know, everyone's going to have a learning. But if you are just trying to start your own business, please make sure it's worth it to sit down and have a business coaching call with me. It is worth it to save some money. It is worth it to have insurance for your business, which means if you're going to have a business of your own, it better be registered. You better have it register with the city. You better, you know what I'm saying? There's stuff you need to do in your city and state to make sure you are registered as a business if you are going to open a business, okay? Don't take it lightly. I can do this myself at home and I can make money. No, don't take it lightly. You are working with people's animals and you can injure a pet and you want to make sure you know what you're doing. This is not easy peasy, okay? You cannot learn how to groom overnight. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. There's people right now that are groomers that do not know how to get their blades sharpened. There's people right now that did not know how to take the blade off of the clipper when they got it. Those kinds of things happening, you would not want to open a business grooming dogs. Not just yet. I'm not taking out your fire, but I need you to get some education behind what you're about to do. You guys feel me? All right, we're looking good here, aren't we? Yeah. All right. We're looking good enough to go to the bath? Almost. Let me see. We're using our 40 right now. We're doing the pads. Yeah. Right. Nice, honey. Right. Honeybee, what are you doing? Honeybee, 3 a.m. in Australia right now. And you're up with us? Oh, I feel so happy you're here. Pretty cool. Honeybee, that's David, huh? David's excited. Oh my goodness. Yep, we are, Dee Dee. Have you been gaming? You haven't stopped gaming? Honeybee, have you been gaming this morning already? I'm serious. Answer. Don't lie, man. Don't try to hide your addiction, girl. Hey. I know you're licking me. I'm grateful you don't bite, but I know what you're trying to tell me to do is let go. I can't remember how you are with the nails, though. Stand, please. And get this baby back under here. Boy, I don't know why I'm already hungry. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on a second. What happened?
No caller ID.
So what happened?
No.
They hung up?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say sorry about that? Did I hear you say sorry about that? Oh. Just in case. Let me see. Okay. I thought I heard you say sorry about that.
Somebody does that, man. That always happens.
It's not the same person. Sometimes it's spam. Sunny, 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 you're all right. I know. Sonny, good boy. Good boy, yeah. Let's move that. Who put that there? Who put that there? Okay, let me get the front now. Yeah, let me see this one. Let me see this one. Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. You have to sit down. There you go. There you go. I know. Let me see. Oh. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Good boy. Let me see. Let me see. Hi. You're okay. One more. I know it. I know. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. All right. See, nothing happened. All good. All good stuff. All right. Let's take a look at what we got left. How about it? I know you're all excited and stuff. I got you all worked up. I know it. Now, let's look at this tail we got going. Get your leave-in conditioner spray. I know I'm going to take him to the bath, but I'm going to just spray a little bit here and brush this out a tad bit. Nails are always a challenge. Come out, take the training for nail trimming. I promise you, you will learn so much. It will be worth it. It won't be a challenge anymore. Come out, fly in for the day, and get some nail training. Scissor. You guys are still on the face. Let me come back to the face. Hey. Yeah. You got some kisses. You got some kisses for me? I'm so lucky you're a good dog, huh? Am I so lucky you're a good dog? Okay, let's see what we got here. You getting on the edge of this table is making me a little nervous, though. I need you to have you sit down. Why are you leaning so far out? I don't know where you're trying to go. Okay, let me see here. Let's just see here. Hold that chin hair. And I already did a lot of work with the tin blade already. So now I just got to bring this rounded here. There's so many ways to do the face. You really have to just be an artist and have fun with it. And if you and your client like it, then it's good. You're good to go. And then sometimes you might just be like, well, that client wants a specific something. So then you work with the client on what they want, right? Let me see. I need to come back on some of this later on, but at least get all most of his hair off now so that he can go to the bath. Very little here, but I'm going to go and help the breather out. I'm going to get that ear hair out of there. Very little, because he's on maintenance grooming, which means he's on a pattern. And then I like to get my ear shears out. And get these ear shears out and just come around this way here. We've done his ears a few different ways, and in the summertime, we kind of take them down, especially Dad goes camping in his RV. So he keep it all low and, you know, ticks, fleas, and stuff like that. Keep it at bay, and plus it's hot sometimes, depending on where they're going camping. So this is all helpful. But I'm just going to round them out today and then not do a lot of takeoff. You know what I'm saying? I think we just did the 4-guard down on them.
What?
Lisa Denton, honeybees in Australia as well. Only 13 likes? Wow.
Guys, smash the like button, man.
Gosh, man. I thought we were past that already.
I know, I thought that too.
I thought we were past that already, man.
I don't know what's going on.
You want to hold the ear so that you don't trim what you shouldn't be trimming. You know what I mean? Hold that ear flesh in your fingers so you don't trim what's not supposed to be trimmed.
So that you trim your finger instead.
I've done that. I've gotten my nail, I can tell you that much.
Really?
You can trim the wrong thing. I'd rather it be me than the dog. But then, you know, whose fault is that? All right. Maria, I'll see you in the bath area. Is she out there?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right, let's go. Let's go. You'll need to get an apron on, stuff like that. Already plucked the ears. You just have to clean them, okay? He's a good dog, so. All right, we got some milk, so Maria's going to bathe them. We clean all this up.
Let's talk about these lights now.
Let's talk about what lights?
These lights that we don't have.
Let's talk about these likes, he said. Do we ship overseas? How many people out there know that we ship overseas? How many people know we ship overseas?
If you guys dropped a like on the stream already, put some hearts in the description. Or put sock emoji if you have sock emoji. If you guys smashed the like button already.
All right, let me see here. Did you bring snacks for everybody or just?
Just me. I thought you would bring your own snacks. Yeah, into the honeybee.
So I guess I'm eating your lunch then, because
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
hungry, man.
I ain't hungry.
Stupid.
Purple heart.
Watch out, sweetie.
Don't ruin my feet, man.
There's a superstition about that. What is it? What's the superstition? Oh, yep, I am already thinking about it. Tell you what, I just sweeped his foot and he got so upset. He has this thing. He's like, what are you doing with your feet now, bro? What are you doing? Get out the way. Tell him, get out the way then. You see me coming with the broom. What else do you think I'm doing? Why would you walk in the hair anyway?
Smash the like button. Come on, 29.
What would you think someone's going to be doing with a broom and hair around, huh? You guys, he got so pissed just now.
Jill.
So he said this thing, you sweep someone's feet, then that means that person's dating is thinking about other men.
Yeah. About the ex.
About the ex, Raul. Oh my goodness. All right, so real quick, now let me get something. I gotta get something.
You guys never heard about that? I guess it might be Spanish then.
All right, set me up real quick, real close up here. All right, so you get your Andis 5-speed blade. Recycle all this paper. Recycle clean plastic. Okay, save that for the recycle bins that you have made up. And then we need to move quickly because that bath dog should be done, Maria, in 10 minutes because he's really good. So go ahead and get your. Okay, get your mask on. I don't like, man, sometimes I forget, but just get your mask on while you're cleaning your tools too. So we're gonna do this together here. So go ahead and clean all this out. I'm gonna face you down. And then what's up with this? Is this auto? Yeah. So clean all this out right here. Okay. And I have a video on this. So if you don't know what you're doing, pull it up. Pull it. It's under taking care of your guard and blade and stuff. I'm just going to town over here. I have my trash right here. So pop that off just like that. What's up? Well, UPS. What's up, man?
See you later, man.
Clean this. It's got a sponge in there. It's got a sponge in there, you know. So it starts to deteriorate. And spray all that. Could use a towel, but I wasn't thinking about throwing that in the trash. But showing you guys is I would just do it right on top of the table here. So get all that. Cleaning this hair out of there. Okay, so then we got this going on here. We got this piece. You're just basically looking to replace the exact same thing, okay? Oh, you heard sweep the feet, you go to jail. Always have a screwdriver handy. This one is really cool. It came with my kit a long time ago. I've had this for over, how long has it been? Been having my own business for, so about 20 years. Look at it. Keep, David doesn't understand this, but take care of your stuff and then you don't have to ever buy it again. Okay. And don't lose it. Take some note here. Take care of your stuff. You won't have to keep buying stuff. I can flip it both to flathead. I can flip it to the flathead and I can flip it to the screwdriver. Okay. So this is handy, ready to go for me here. You can blow dry him right in the tub there. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Dude, could you stop putting my business out?
My bad. He doesn't want me to be honest with you guys. Okay. So unscrew these two screws right here. This is your blade drive. If you had one that's like not a full-on drill, but just with a little bit of then you can go faster. I might have to take this piece off too. Yeah. Get out of here.
This one?
Man. No, I don't want to use that one. I don't want to strip anything. You got to take these two pieces out too. Okay.
Did I see you jump?
Yeah, man. What are you doing with that? He just walks up to me and starts zip, and all this and that, and this and that. You just remember where I'm taking these out at. I'm going to do this one first. So get yourself one that's electric, okay? Not that big drill. You might strip something out, but one of those, okay? Take this plate out and lay it down like, look at that hair. Take all that hair out. Ooh, nice. Nice. Get all that cleaned out. Just drop this. Oh, what are you doing, baby? I knew that was going to happen. Don't ask. What's that? Oh gosh, come on, man. Ah, quit, dude. All right, now I gotta go wash my hands. Okay, let's get back over here. All right, so now I got to take these other screws. I didn't have them all the way loose, but I guess I had them a little bit too loose. So this goes here and this goes here. I'm going to pop this baby right out like this. So if you want to just do it like this, make sure it looks the same. It's going to sit the same way. It's going to sit like that. Sit like that. Sit like that. Okay, let's take this off. Yeah, I'm just going to, can I recycle that? I'm going to try. All right. Put that back there. And make sure it's down in there like that. This is autofocus. There we go. Slide it in there, nice and tucked in there. To see the gear inside here sitting nicely in there. Okay. All right. Now we have this screw go here. Just get it in there first. Don't tighten it yet. Not all the way. And check this out. If you got these either too big fingers, too little fingers, you can kind of come in here and get your hemostat or a pair of pliers. I have all these on my wall, stuff that you end up needing. Okay, and get your plier and just put it in that hole right there. Okay, you feel me, right? I can use my finger, but I'm going to try to use my pliers so that you guys can see. You just need to lay it up in there for a minute. Do it over the table so you don't drop it in the trash. There we go. It's laying in there. A real sharp Phillips head, real pointy, is going to be better for you. Now I've got the other one in. Now I can go back and forth and tighten it together. Okay. Now we're going to lay this right here like this. And we're going to put this back in here like this. It's going to go over that. you find that the screw is actually not catching, go backwards a few loops. Go backwards a few loops, which is lefty, and then go back in righty. So righty tighty, lefty loosey. Then go back and forth. You can see this is loose. You need to have that tight. All right. Looking good. Now we're going to pop this back on like this. And sometimes this, after popping it on and off, it's not going to look perfect anymore. Who cares? It's fine. It's just protecting what little it can from that hair. Okay. I can hear he is getting to be almost done. So put all your tools back. Let's test it out first. I'm going to turn it on. It's moving. Looks good. Boom. Ready to go. Now, let's see how that cut looks now after we get them back on the table. So you can see some of the best handy tools is a screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, or interchangeable. Having a little bit of electricity is great, but a lot of times those, I don't have one because I used to have one and they die. And irreplaceable batteries, so it's like a waste of money, and I don't like wasting my money. So I've got a manual screwdriver flathead flip, and the pliers have a couple different pliers, especially if you ever take off the blade and actually pop that blade holder back on. You can't pull it out with your fingers. It sucks. So have that plier to pull it back up, which happens. And I've learned my lesson about twice in my career. I just don't ever travel with my Andis 5-speed, not with the blade on there. And then I've learned also don't travel with an Andis 5-speed or any blade or any clipper with a 40 blade on there. The teeth will chip up. So you'll start to learn what blade I usually travel with the 10 blade on the clipper. That prevents that clipper holder from flipping back and then being a challenge for me to get off if I didn't have the right tools. So I always travel with a blade on it. And 10 seems to be pretty hard to break. You can always choose a 4 or 5 blade, not guard, to travel with. I would not travel with my blade and an attachment comb on there. The attachment comb will likely break too. All right. So we're waiting on Sunny to get done here. It should be any minute now.
What do you recommend for smelly ears?
Smelly ears are usually a problem. So you're wanting to, I would say you should watch our ear videos and then decide or not if you want the ear cleaner, ear flushing, or the kit. Smelly ears are usually a sign something's going on, and if you're not sure, see a veterinarian. I have many videos on ears, so go watch those.
You saw a vet and said his ears are fine. They bathe them twice a week.
So go watch my ear cleaning videos and then get our product. I would love you to support us. Get the kit. You got the ear cleaner. Then you flush with malacetic. You'll learn that in our ear cleaning videos. He's going to share some. I have a playlist on ears, so go take a look at that. I think that would be really helpful. I think bathing twice a week, unless it's necessary. I've got a dog that gets in the mud almost every other day. I do spot bathe him, and sometimes I just say, we're doing it all. I think bathing twice a week is a little too much unless you really need to. Urine, feces, stinky butt, things like that happening. But if you already got some funk in the ears and you believe there's funk in the ears, in our dog ownership, we always do the malacetic flushing every time we bathe the dog. So Saki and Faith have both never had ear infections, and they're about 9 and 10. They're about to be 9 and 10 years old. My prior pets to that Duke had 2 ear infections. One because I didn't do what the vet said to do in the beginning. So then that ear infection prolonged. So I had to get two sessions with the veterinarian to really make sure I understood what I needed to do. And that's where I learned and bought malacetic for my own dogs. And now I use it in my business. So we have that in a kit at myfavoritegroomer.com. Be sure to get one of those. I think you'll be extremely happy. I personally would flush the ears every time you get water involved. Pool, bath, cleaning, outdoors, lake, all that stuff. Always flush the ears to prevent an ear infection. All right, we're going to be right back. Let me see where we're at. Angela Turk, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's good. Those ears are giving me a little trouble here. Good job. Let's check this out. How about it? Go quickly and listen to David talk to this client. It may not be perfect, but at least you'll get an idea. Okay. See if he's taking notes too. Probably not taking notes, you guys. Oh, he's Spanish. You can't understand that.
Just a couple of words.
All right, we got a 10 blade here with our new. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Much better though, and it doesn't it sound nice too? It sounds a lot nicer than it was. So let me finish over here. I suppose I was gonna come here and show you the cut is a little cleaner, no lines, and so it's definitely wasn't blade dry. So that's kind of cool. Fix that. It should have been a little faster, but you feel what I'm saying? Stop what you're doing and fix it right then and there. You should always have an whatever clipper you're using, you should always have that blade dry. An extra one. It actually comes with one. If you get a new and this 5-speed, it comes with an extra one. That should tell you something. Always have one on hand. You use it, order a new one. Have it sitting there ready to use. Because that day that you run into where, I've got the lines, and you don't want to wait 2 or 3 days for something to get to you, or you have to leave the salon tomorrow and go get one. No, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? What do you need, David? Right. It's back here in this box. Your phone number and stuff.
Where?
In the blue. Go in the blue. I just have those business cards laying there somewhere. It's kind of like all together, but TCAP is right there.
Okay.
They're open different hours at different locations, and they're also mobile. So. I'm gonna try to clean those out. Now that I've changed my blade dry. See how he's gotten really calmer now? That's kind of cool. Calm down a little bit. Try not to get him too excited again. See how nice it got? Nice and clean. All because of my blade dry.
It sounds like it's smoother.
Yeah, right? So you guys could hear a little bit of a difference. I can. And I can definitely see that it's a difference. Got a big birthmark right there. So about, it took me a year to change that blade dry. Maybe 10 months. And I use the clippers for rough ins, rough outs, dry, sometimes a little bit wet. People are so afraid to do, they're like, oh my goodness, it's going to make my dull my blade if I do that. Not that big of a difference, right? It isn't going to be like you have to go get your blade sharpened tomorrow. It also depends on who's your blade sharpener and what they're doing. Let me see what we've got going on here. Four guard attachment. This is a 4-guard Andis, or excuse me, wall. I get that a lot too. They're like, Dee Dee, you sent me the wall guard. I was like, yeah, that's the one I use. Just because you have an Andis clipper doesn't mean every single thing you buy has to be Andis, okay? There's going to be a lot of things that work. There's going to be a lot of things that don't work. It depends on the clipper you have and how old it is or how new it is or what year it was come out. If it's been discontinued, there's a bunch of things. It's just like a car. It's like, well, what car do you have? Well, I have a 1975, this and that, this and that. You might not be able to find parts for something. So it just depends on what you have. And if they still make it and make parts for it. I'll come back, leave-in conditioner here, brush the tail again. My favorite leave-in conditioner, the Stuff. Silky smooth, not a huge amount of fragrance with it, so I can still use my cologne and it won't have a huge impact with it, but the softness is not cakey, it doesn't oil up. And then in my own, not my own, but my spray bottle that we sell, it's just so fun to use and so light on your hands, and you can do a squirt or you can do a long spray. Just so handy. We'll come down the ears a tad bit. Just so you know, when I glance up there, I actually look at a lot of member questions first. So just so you know, if you're a member, I am definitely trying to read your question and answer it.
You want me to just see if I can get you Grooming for them?
Where? For what stuff?
The scared cats.
Oh, they came in?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to have her price them?
Yeah.
Inventory's good?
Oh, yeah.
You checked inventory and then make sure that you sign the inventory sheet. Who checked the inventory? David don't know what. So I'm actually going to come back here. Bless you. Bless you. And then I get my little shaper brush, is what I like to call it. Come here, bring it forward, brush it all so it's in your way, because he's going to move around and this and that. When he leaves here, so you want to kind of maneuver the moosh the hair back and forth. It's got a little irritation way down in the skin there. All right, if he's moving his head too much, what does that mean? It means we need to change the. Let me see what this is doing. We did get a new pedestal, so he said don't move it like that, but How are you gonna get a new pedestal and you can't even move it? No. Okay, here we go. If he's moving too much, you're working on the face. You're wasting time going back and forth, back and forth. Get it that tighter for a minute. We got all kinds of shears on the website too, myfavoritegroomer.com. You can support me by getting ones that say My Favorite Groomer on them. It's called the My Favorite Groomer shears. See if anything's in here that bothers me. I know you're gonna open up to breathe. Okay. See something, take it. You see something that doesn't jive up, take it. All right. Maybe I'll go over here. A little bit of cologne. We're done. By chance, David, did you put my phone over there?
Yeah, put it right here.
Thanks. All right, let's go tell Dad. I think he's outside that you are ready to go. Huh? Yeah, you did great, kid. You did. I'm gonna cook you up. Ready? Come on. I don't even want to walk out there. It's so cold. All righty. Let me get my this stuff going on. Be right back, you guys. Cash check your charge today. Okay, cool.
How was your Christmas?
Good. We stuck around for Christmas in the sense of we did pet sitting and stuff like that. But then past the end of the year, we took a trip to Taos, a couple of days up there skiing. So
That's beautiful.
David got to
I've never been
learn how to
skiing.
snowboard. You can hold it if you like.
Okay.
So
I was up there, not during the winter, but I was.
there's that. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you been there? That was not my first time. Not bad. Not bad that it's not so far
There
away.
was no snow when I was there.
Really? So if there's no snow, what's the weather? Temperature usually? During what, summer or was it
Yeah, it was the summer. Yeah, it was
really
decent weather.
hot or?
No,
No?
not really.
Excuse me. Nice, cute, quaint little town, so,
Mhm.
you know.
There were lots of art galleries and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. All righty.
Okay.
We're good to go. We're set.
All righty.
Thank you so much, Mason. We'll see you in a couple months.
Yep.
I'll see you later. You did great. Go check him out on that live. His live room today. Bye. Thank you. Oh, at least we have some stuff from before. Let me scarf this down here.
You done, Melissa?
Muzzles. For who? Dog or cat? What size?
That's the only ones we have there?
Only ones. There's quite a few.
We don't have size 0.
It just depends on what type of pet.
Okay.
Like this one, you can do this one, it's a 0. If you get 3 of those, and then if you're in there doing that, get a size. What was that cat muzzle size? That was what, medium? Not the was it?
Okay.
We need cat muzzles. Check which one we ended up not keeping, and that's the one I want more of. I think it was a medium actually. I ordered a small and a medium, and the small was that kitten, like it was so small. Hey, you guys. All right, I'm gonna bounce out for a few, and we'll come back with one more groom later on today. Aggressive dog grooming. So thanks a lot for y'all being out there watching us groom and stuff like that. Some of you guys are asking about tools, blades, the blade drive and stuff like that. All that I can send you a full-on email that will dictate, kind of what you're trying to do and what to do if you're going to start kind of grooming, or if you just need a new blade or a new guard or whatever, right? You'll need to email me. Go to myfavoritegroomer.com, click on contact us, and that's down at the very bottom of the page, and send me an email, and I'll be sure to send you our tool list. That way you can kind of go through and kind of capture some videos that are with the tool list, each individual type of tool. And then it's such a detailed email. I know some of you have already gotten it. It really breaks down what you might be trying to do. So it'll give you at least a starter tool kit, starter of what you might want to get. And then it's up to you to kind of budget yourself and stuff like that. All right. I guess we're going to bail out. There's one last thing I kind of want to say. I've been really talking to a lady out of Louisiana, and she's working at a big box store, and she's going through some stuff. Okay. She's witnessing a lot of things happening in the salon that she works at. And she's called me as a coach and saying, hey, Dee Dee, what do I do? I have guided her onto steps that she needs to take, not being law enforcement yet. Every day I'm like, I need to go be a police officer. Not being law enforcement yet, or a lawyer. I can just tell her what I would do. And if you are in a salon that they are doing things to animals that is not right, this is not okay. You can stand there and watch it. You can bring it up to someone's attention, and you might get what she's getting, which is a kind of an I don't care, captured on security camera footage of animal abuse in this big box store. Even the manager who rewinded it for her so she could kind of at least get that on the screen so he could see it, did nothing. And these are people's pets. And I hate that it's going on. I can't fix it from my end. And people that have a lot of money have more power in my perspective. So it isn't like there's a lot to lose. She's going to lose her job if she brings it up, things like that. And she's willing to. She's already brought it up. So we just talking to this lady, and I know you know who you are, and you're probably watching right now because we talked on the phone this morning, and I know you're not working. You're off today. So you might be watching this. I care about you. I care about your position. I care about what's going on. I care about the dogs that are being harmed, and it really bothers me. Now, the next thing is, what do we do next? So everything that we talked about, if you are having that kind of scenario, I will tell you what to do. I can't fix it for you, but get some proof. Take it to the channels up in your state, in your city, and just make something happen. Don't let it continue. Don't be afraid. Even if you have to just put it on video and just walk up to the person hitting the dog and say, look, I'm recording you. I see you hitting the dog, and I'm going to continue recording you. If you happen to want to go ahead and get me fired, I'll have it on video that you're going to fire me because you're abusing this animal. If you continue to abuse the animal, I'm going to take further whatever, right? So if you are in that position, if you are working with someone abusing animals, if you are working with someone that cuts every quick and the table's bloody, I think that something needs to be done. I don't know where you need to start, but I think that not saying anything is not the way to go. So say something. If I had a child and I brought my child to a daycare and there was somebody in there hitting my child, I would hope that somebody would let me know. Please, at least so that I can make an option and a wise choice not to go back. Okay. If you are standing around and letting that happen in that type of industry, whether it's an animal or a human or a child or whatever, if you are standing there watching it happen or you're partaking in that, you are not in the right field. You are not doing something that you should be doing. You may not love to groom anymore. You need to just get out. If you find yourself so angry at your job that you want to just hurt this animal on your table for just being there, please get out of your job. Go find something else to do. You're probably burnt out. You need to move on. And likely those groomers that are watching are not, those groomers that are doing that are not watching my channel. If you work in that, give them the link to this video. Just say there's a lady on here that has something to say to you and people like you. Here's the link. And that's all you do is write that link down, say, please watch this. She's talking directly to you. All right. I think that if you're working with people, humans, senior citizens, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're working with the humanity, you're working with animals, you're working with live creatures, you need not be abusing, hitting, doing anything you should not be doing. That if a parent saw you, you could look them in the eye and be like, it's okay what I'm doing. If you are doing something you should not be doing, you ought to stop what you're doing and just get out of the field. There is admin jobs. There's Burger King. There's all these different jobs that you can go get that you don't have to injure anybody's dog, or child. Okay. Am I right? Or senior parent. It really upsets me, those that cannot feet for themselves. I have never injured a pet here. Okay. So I challenge you. I challenge you to change your career. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. The mailman's here. You want to help the mailman? Mailman's here. I thought it was a client. I was going to have to say, oh, I got to go. But do you feel me? If you're a pet owner and someone's hitting your dog, do you want someone to tell you yes or no? I know there's a lot of pet parents here, not groomers. There's a lot of pet parents here that are not groomers. Answer me. Do you want someone to call you and say, I'm giving you an anonymous call. I currently work at XYZ and I see every day pets being abused and your pet was one of them. I just want you to know. Would you like that phone call? Even if that person calls you, you may or may not be able to call them out. I told this lady to make anonymous calls, okay? Might be beyond what I can do. But if I was a pet parent and a stranger said, Dee Dee, your dog, this Shih Tzu, he's so good on the table, but when such and such gets a hold of him, it's a bad day. He gets hit and thrown around. And I just want to tell you anonymously what is happening so you can make some judgment calls. Boom. That's it. Because I can tell you right now, the management's there. All the managements that she's talked to are doing nothing. They didn't let anybody go. They didn't give them any repercussion, nothing. They saw it. They see it. They don't care. Okay. So that is at one store. What if we saw all the stores? What if we really dug deeper? Okay. And someone like me, this little peon, this little thing right here, touching the world and having you guys do the work. You open it up, do the work. One person can start the flame, but the flame has got to grow with people supporting that flame. Okay. So I really feel for those animals there. I really, really feel. I don't know how many dogs go in and out of that place, but oh my goodness, if it's that kind of damage happening on a daily, they've got like one groomer, one bather. So that groomer touches almost every dog. And this is a big box. Wake up. I really hope. Okay, let's just say a quick prayer. God, Lord, please be with that business. Please help the management either step down, get out of there, the groomers to step down and leave, and just leave those animals alone. If she's not supposed to be there, please do something, get your hands involved. And that goes with all animals, all people. Be there, God. We need you to step in some cases and really turn some stuff around, shift things. And it takes somebody that's a beginner that wants to be a groomer. It takes somebody that has to risk her life and her career to just make something happen. So be it, but give her something, give her twofold over, and be with those people who are going to stand up at whatever the battle they're facing, and be with them and give them the strength to stand up, and then something else to lean on when they get through that battle. Amen. All right. We'll catch you on the next feed. I got to go prepare. So I love you guys. Please share this video when you get done, and make sure, you shop with us, support us. That's what we're here for. That's our business. So go to myfavoritegroomer.com and don't forget to be a member. Subscribe to be a member here on YouTube. All right. We'll talk to you later. A couple more hours, maybe an hour more. I think it's an hour more. All right. Love you guys. See ya.